bunch of songs that I wrote, and I'll be singing some of those tonight. Oh, Fred.
Hey, how you doing?
In 1864, the Confederate ship Alabama was wiped out over in the coast of France. And so they bought another ship from England. They called it the Shenandoah. Went up to Alaska to harass the whaling fleet. Nobody had ever written a song about it until I came along. Hello, Olivia. How are you? I heard you're not feeling well. Well, good. You're looking fine. I am a Confederate sailor man. Roll on, Shenandoah. I'll fight them Yankees wherever I can. Roll on, Shenandoah. In 1864, we bought from England a ship of war. We named our ship the Shenandoah. Shenandoah, roll on home. Roll on, Shenandoah, roll on home. Around Good Hope to Australian shores, roll on, Shenandoah. We've burned their ships, now we'll burn some more. Roll on, Shenandoah. To Alaska, where ice and the sea are one, where Yankee whaling songs are sung. They are no match for this ship's guns. Shenandoah, roll on home. Roll on, Shenandoah, roll on home. Our Captain Waddell, he is brave and true. Roll on, Shenandoah. He fought not knowing that the war was through. Roll on, Shenandoah. 38 ships as war trophies, 1,000 prisoners taken at sea. But the war is lost, now our ship must flee. Shenandoah, roll on home. Roll on, Shenandoah, roll on home. So we sailed with speed around Cape Horn. Roll on, Shenandoah. There's death for us all if we try for home. Roll on, Shenandoah. For too many months we have not touched sand. Our duty called and we made our stand. But it's England shore where we must land. Shenandoah, roll on home. Roll on, Shenandoah, roll on home. There are Union ships searching high and low. Roll on, Shenandoah. They're merchants rail that our ship must go. Roll on, Shenandoah. They call us pirates and they scream. If we get caught, we'll be hung, it seems. But they'll only catch us in their dreams. Shenandoah, roll on home. Roll on, Shenandoah, roll on home. Roll on, Shenandoah, roll on home. Oh, thank you. I didn't hardly recognize you.
I was going to say, how did you know who we
Who the hell is that woman in pants?
I think Gail Carson is back there still trying to figure out who I was.
This is a silly story to a nice song. I was asked to sing at a festival in southeast England, in Broadstairs, and it was really cool. They paid me like 300 pounds. I didn't even know what a pound was, but I got paid 300 pounds for the weekend. And so a friend of mine who lives in England, lives in just north of London, found out that I was going to be singing at this festival, and he calls me up. He said, "Mike, I'm getting married that summer. Any chance you could sing at my wedding?" I said, "Hell yes! I'll not only that, but I'll write you a song." So I wrote this wonderful love song for their wedding. I was going to sing it at his wedding, and I was doing the album. I got the CDs, and I was going to do the CD. I was going to dedicate the CD to the couple. And I called him up. I said, "Colin, what's your fiance's name? Because I'm going to write it on the dedication to the album." He says, "Oh Christ, mate, don't do that. I broke up with her."
Good thing you didn't.
I know. But I got a good song out of it. Oh, the sky overhead is such a beautiful blue. All of my dreams, they are coming true. Everything's better since I found you. I think I'm falling in love. There's a songbird singing from the willow tree. Feels like he's singing just for you and me. And colors seem brighter than they used to be. I think I'm falling in love. I'm falling in love with a girl of my dreams. I'm wearing my heart right out on my sleeve. And I just want the whole world to know that I think I'm falling in love, 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 love. My heart is soaring far above the sky. If I had wings, I know I could fly. All I can say is my oh my. I think I'm falling in love. I'm falling in love with a girl of my dreams. I'm wearing my heart right out on my sleeve. And I just want the whole world to know that I think I'm falling in love, 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 love. My heart is soaring far above the sky. If I had wings, I know I could fly. All I can say is my oh my. I think I'm falling in love. I think that I'm falling, sure that I'm falling. I've already fallen in love. Thank you.
I love it.
I went to the bar after working all day and ordered a cold Guinness stout. But the yuppies were chatting so thick on their cell phones, the barman did not hear me shout. He brought me a glass and a tall boy of Bud and set them down in front of me. Well, I coughed and I sputtered in pure disbelief and sang out this chorus with glee. Oh, sing on. Put that Budweiser back in the Clydesdale. It's not the right flavor for me. The color's all wrong and there's not enough foam, and it's got all the kick of weak tea. Now pour me a pint of that good Guinness stout with color you cannot see through. Put that Budweiser back in the Clydesdale, boys, and pour me a beer that is true. Yeah, all of you with kazoos, feel free to join
in my purse. Sorry I was late.
And the waitress came by when I'd finished my first one, an angry young woman named Jill. She snatched up my empty without even looking and went off to find a refill. Then she brought back a glass of some pale liquid garbage and said, "Here's the Bud you asked for." Well, I gave her a glare that would knock down a horse, and sang out this chorus once more. Oh, put that Budweiser back in the Clydesdale. It's not the right flavor for me. The color's all wrong and there's not enough foam, and it's got all a kick of wheat tea. Pour me a pint of that good Guinness. Shut up. The color you cannot see through. Put that Budweiser back in the Clydesdale, boys, and pour me a beer. It's all your fault. So if ever you're seeking a beer with good flavor to finish your day or your meal, if they serve you a Miller's, a Coors, or a Bud, or some other brand that ain't real, if the king of beers is your only selection, I hope that you'll answer like this. Put that Budweiser back in the Clydesdale, boys. I won't drink 12 ounces of that lousy beer. Oh, put that Budweiser back in the Clydesdale. It's not the right flavor for me. The color's all. Here comes again the damn wheat tea. And it's got all the kick of wheat tea. Wheat tea! That good Guinness stuff with color you cannot see through. Put that Budweiser back in the Clydesdale, boys, and pour me a beer that is true. Put that Budweiser back in the Clydesdale, boys, and pour me a beer that is, pour me a beer that is, pour me a beer that is true. Thank you. Well, surprise, surprise.
No, your stuff, a lot of it sounds so traditional, you know? It's those 18
Well, yeah.
whaling songs.
That's like you want. I'm not going to sing the whaling song. You'll cry if I sing that whaling song. I know. I'm. Oh, you want the Iditarod song? Okay.
Oh, that's great.
The Iditarod, of course, if you don't know, is the longest dog sled race in the world. It goes from Anchorage to Nome. It's 1,049 miles. It goes all over the damn place where there's no roads. So they do it in early March and hope that there's enough ice across the Seward Peninsula so that dogs don't fall into the ocean. So far, they've been okay. We had one fella up there, a guy named John Suter, that was racing standard size poop. Swear to God, this guy was racing standard size poop. And he got in trouble with PETA because he pulled into a checkpoint and his dogs were tired and they collapsed on the snow, and the body heat kind of melted a little bit of the snow, and John didn't get the straw underneath him quick enough, and so they froze to the ice. And John was kind of an idiot, and with all the news cameras rolling, John went out there and grabbed each dog and ripped him out of the ice, leaving little tufts of poodle fur, you know. And man, PETA ripped him up one side and down the other. He never raced again. That was his swan song. Man, standard poodles. Now there's a fellow up there named Jim Varson's, Hobo Jim they call him. Hobo Jim is the official balladeer for the state of Alaska. And I used to get hired to sing all the tourist shows during the Iditarod. There's so many tourist shows up there in the Iditarod that they hire anybody, even me. So we get up there and I used to sing Jim's song. I did the Iditarod Trail. Every time, you know, I'd sing that all over the place. Well, then they booked Jim and me together, side by side on the same festival stage, you know, one time. So I couldn't sing his song, so I had to write my own. That's what I came up with. There's a race across the frozen snow. It's run from Anchorage into Nome, across a land that was built by God. Race they call Iditarod. I run that race myself 3 times. When I'd lose, I'd start to cry. Figure I'd never race again. till I found me a way to win. I did a rod this year party. I did a rod. Ooh, I did a rod. So I got me a mail order PhD in biomedical genealogy. I needed dogs that were fast and mean. I started into splicing genes, got chromosomes from a thoroughbred mare, pit bull, cheetah, and a grizzly bear. Added some wolverine and gazelle, a little bit of roadrunner. What the hell? I did a rod. I did a rod. Ooh, I did a rod. Then I spliced them all to some husky genes. That was just enough to make me a team. I crossed my fingers and I made a wish. Tossed each one in a petri dish. Well, 3 months later, them pups were born. They had spotted hair, hooves and horns. They were big and mean and awful strong. And each one thought I was his mom. I did a rod. I did a rod. Ooh, I did a rod. Well, finally race day came around and I brought my hybrid team to town. We went running off down the street with a growl and a whinny and a eat out of a Zilla in a connect. Running so fast it's making me sick through Yenton and squinting up mountains high. We were third into Nikolai. I did a rod. I did a rod. Ooh, I did a rod. There rested for 24 in the craft. Out of Ophir moving fast. Underneath the sky so blue. Out of Caltag number 2. Against the wind across ice so thick. First place in the shack to lick. But while we were running along, I was tell there's something going wrong. I did a rod. I did a rod. Ooh, I did a rod. Ooh, I did a rod. So I pulled that sled all on my own. I was 63rd under the arch in Nome. And not one single dog was left of the team that I thought would win that test. But I know they're out there still. They'd be too difficult to kill. You'd eat 10, 13 tags of permanent stew. Might get permission to shoot a zoo. So if you ever run into my hybrid beasts, take a photograph at least. Give them my best as they run by. Let them know that the mom says hi. I did a ride. I did a ride.